Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for our 2023 VRC World Championship for our 10-scale short course trucks. Top 10 drivers after qualifying all on the grid. Tone sounds, we are off and underway. Erik Bottasso, your top qualifier, going to be leading us out here in this one. He's got Martin Wollanka, Billy Cayley, and a rest of talented drivers behind him. And Bottasso just about throws it away here on lap number 1. Take a look at this. Getting sideways midair there. What a save. Somehow able to keep that truck from just launching off the side of the track. Hands over the number 1 and 2 spots, though. Bottasso drops back to third early on. Martin Wollanka going to be leading us out now. Bottasso back right up into the number 2 spot. I believe that's going to be Basso right there with him as well. Down the front stretch now. This is going to be some close racing. On the backside they go, Martin Wollanka and Erik Bottasso. We've seen them go wheel to wheel in a couple of different classes here for the VRC World Championships this year. Bottasso back to the front now. Martin Wollanka dropping back to the number 2 spot. Basso in the number 3 spot. Billy Cayley in the 4. Robert Hillman in the 5. Hikaru Nagara. Followed by Carson Young, Gordon Shaw, and the rest of the field right now. Wollanka in the number 2 spot. Trying to chase down your race leader of Erik Bottasso. Bottasso new to the VRC World Championships this year, and he is absolutely a force to be reckoned with. Here comes Billy Cayley in the number 4 spot, only 0.7 of a second back from Basso. This is going to be a 10-minute race here for these drivers. Here comes Cayley. Billy Cayley up and over the step up there. Under the bridge section they go. You can see Basso right there ahead of him. Cayley feeling a little bit of pressure coming up behind him there from Hikaru Nagara and Robert Hillman in 5th and 6th. As they work their way back around, there's Nagara. Nagara in the red, white, and yellow through the chicane on the backside. Dropping down on the left-hand side of the racetrack right now. Bottasso going to be out front. Take a look here at Nagara. Look how close he gets to that inside pipe. Good line right there for Nagara. 0.1 of a second can make a difference, especially when all these drivers are so close in time. Here's Robert Hillman in the number 6 spot. He started 5th on the grid. He's not out of this one. Oh, look at this good battle right here between Basso and Billy Cayley. Cayley looking to the inside as they drop off the bridge. Reeses takes it right back. Here comes Cayley up the inside. Up and over the step up they go. Over the tabletop, diving to the inside through the switchbacks. Back on the left-hand side of the track now. Take a look at this slow motion here. Here comes Billy Cayley. Cayley to the inside. Pushes Reeses a bit wide onto the front stretch. Fender to fender, back and forth they go. These two drivers back and forth up and over the step. And little mistake right there for Reeses. Reeses able to save it though. Up and over the step up now. Cayley taking it back from him. Back and forth they go over the bridge. They drop down. We are only 2.5 minutes into this race and already excitement all the way through. Big mistake right there. Reeses did not see what happened. They dropped out of the camera view there and something happened to him. He's going to drop back several spots. Back to the front though. It's going to be Erik Bottasso out front. 1.8 seconds ahead of Martin Wollanka in that number 2 spot. Billy Cayley in the 3 spot. Hikaru Nagara in the 4. Robert Hillman in the 5. Basso all the way back to 6th now. Followed by Antoine in the number 7 spot. Carson Young in the 8. Arturas and Gordon Shaw. Rounding out your field here in this one. Martin Wollanka's fast lap for himself there. 33.2. A personal best on lap 3. Erik Bottasso 1.8 seconds ahead of him there. Down the front stretch they go onto the right-hand side of the racetrack. 3.5 minutes in here. 10-minute race for these drivers. Back around once again into the step-up section. There's Bottasso into that big step-up right in front of the driver's stand under the bridge. 32.7 last time by for Erik Bottasso. Fast lap of the race here. Bottasso on the backside of the track. And until you're actually on the driver's stand driving on this racetrack, these guys are making these inside lines look easy. It is far from easy, especially as far away as that back section of this racetrack is, to even tell where your car is at on the racetrack, not to mention trying to take a fast line lap after lap. So these guys are absolutely phenomenal. All 10 of these drivers. Bottasso out front. There's Basso. We saw him battling up front early on. Had that mistake and drops back to the number 6 spot. He's only 0.9 of a second back right now from Robert Hillman. Just past the 4:15 mark here in this one. Bottasso still out front. 2.7 seconds now on Martin Wollanka. So Bottasso really turning up the heat here in this one. He was your top qualifier after our qualifying sessions. Martin Wollanka now 3.4 seconds back from him. So I tell you what, Erik Bottasso, he has been near flawless in this one. Look at that. Absolutely whipping the truck sideways up and over that giant step up. Once again, another flawless run here in the VRC World Championships here for 2023 so far for Bottasso. 32.7. Onto the backside he goes, coming down the front stretch. Bottasso bumps up against pit lane wall. 32.5 that time by. 0.2 of a second faster than his already fast lap of the race. So Bottasso is on a move here in this one, just past the halfway mark. Onto the bridge he goes. Martin Wollanka 4 seconds back in second. Billy Cayley going to be 8.2 seconds back from him in third. Hikaru Nagara 1.6 seconds back from him in fourth. Followed by Bailent Reeses in the 1.4 seconds back from him in fifth. On to the left-hand side of the track, Bottasso comes back down the front stretch here. Got Arturo Savoba in that 8th spot, battling with Carson Young, Gordon Shaw, and Antoine Brule. A little slow motion action here of your race leader, Bottasso. Absolutely beautiful through that double-double section as he sets up for that big step up in the center of the racetrack. Coming up on the 6-minute mark now, only 4 minutes left to go. Erik Bottasso starting the number 1 spot on the grid. Can he hold on to it from start to finish for another World Championship win? We're about to find out. 32.5, his fast lap. Here's Billy Cayley in the number 3 spot. Billy Cayley trying to close the gap up on Martin Wollanka. His personal best is a 34 flat on lap number 3. He had a 34.8 last time by. Look at the consistency, though, out of Billy Cayley. 34-second laps every single lap. That is phenomenal right there. So Billy Cayley showing exactly what an RC machine looks like. Consistent laps after laps. Cayley right now going to be 10.9 seconds back from Martin Wollanka. He's got 1.3 seconds ahead of Hikaru Nagara in the number 4 spot. Bailent Reeses in the number 5 spot. Only 62 thousandths of a second back from Nagara. On to the left-hand side through those big rollers, coming back down the front stretch now here. On to the right side, 7 minutes into this one now. There's Hikaru Nagara. Nagara in the number 5 spot. They got Bailent Reeses now. Bailent back up into the mix here. We got a 3-way battle. That is going to be Bailent Reeses, Hikaru Nagara, and I believe Robert Hillman all going to be right there together. Yes, indeed it is. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Nagara in the number 5 spot, 1.7 seconds back from Reeses. He's got Hillman right there behind him. Here they come on the left-hand side now, dropping down. Nagara now works his way back up to the number 4 spot. His fast lap, a 33.9. On to the right side they go. Nagara back to 4th. Bailent Reeses in the number 5 spot. No, Reeses makes a bobble there. That allows Robert Hillman up into the number 5 spot here. Reeses drops back to the 6th spot. Up and over the step up they go. Hillman to the inside. Hillman works his way back up to the 5 spot now. He's chasing down Nagara in the 4 spot. Here they come off the bridge. Hillman, slingshot. Up into the number 4 spot he goes now, 7:55 down. This race is winding down here, and Robert Hillman, he wants up into the number 4 spot. Nagara's not going to give it up easy, though. Nagara takes it right back from him. Back up to the front now. We take a look at Martin Wollanka. Wollanka here, a little slow. Oh, big mistake for Martin Wollanka. Whoa! Barrel roll. Wollanka making a huge mistake onto the infield. Was able to drive back up and over the pipe there. No corner marshal needed. Is able to get back going once again. His fast lap there, a 32.9. There's Billy Cayley in the number 3 spot. 8.5 minutes into this one. Here's that 3-way battle once again between Nagara. Oh, tumble there for Hillman. Between Nagara, Reeses, and Hillman. Bailent Reeses back up to the number 4 spot now. Hikaru Nagara in 5th. Oh, Nagara hits that inside pipe there. Take a look at this slow motion replay. Nagara just gets a little too close. Good save, though. Quick thinking for him there. Turns the wheels, grabs a handful of throttle, sets that truck back. Oh! Hillman makes the same mistake right there before the bridge drop off. That allows Nagara back up into the number 5 spot here. Hillman drops back to 6th. Bailent Reeses is going to be just ahead of him in the number 4 spot, and he is 2 seconds back from Billy Cayley in 3rd. Cayley going to be 13.6 seconds back from this man right here, Martin Wollanka, in the number 2 spot. Wollanka is 10.4 seconds back from Bottasso. 40 seconds left to go in this one. Here's Billy Cayley up and over the big step up. Billy Cayley last time by a 34.5. Bailent Reeses, his fast lap is a 33.2 on lap 11. Bailent working his way back up after an early on mistake. He's back up to 4th here. Only 2.2 seconds back from Billy Cayley. 15 seconds left on the race clock. Here we're looking at Robert Hillman in the red and black. Hillman in the 6th spot. He's followed by Svoboda, Carson Young, Antoine Brule, and Gordon Shaw. 8 seconds left on the race clock here in this one. 5 seconds left on the race clock. Erik Bottasso. This is going to be his final lap right here. Time has expired. Martin Wollanka comes around for the number 2 spot here in this one. Wollanka finishing up there. Billy Cayley in the number 3 spot. Baliant Riza still in 4th. Nagaro, these drivers all still racing here at this point. As they come back around, here comes Erik Bottasso. Bottasso, new to the VRC World Championships. He was your top qualifier and is now your world champion. Erik Bottasso taking the win here in this one. Martin Wollanka second. Billy Cayley third. Baliant Riza and Hikaru Nagara rounding out your top 5.